Hello, this is the Watchdog. Welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we have a triple unboxing for you. We have 3 watches, and I think they're coming from AliExpress, but 2 of the watches say they're coming from Sesame Street. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Podagar 1410. This is my very first automatic Podagar. I'll probably be reviewing this watch next. And Grego is wearing my Mark Farewell 6700. I just reviewed this watch. If you haven't seen the review yet, be sure to check it out. Grego told me Lando said that the Jedi Academy's Dusting Beaver has enough views on TikTok that he is ready to cut his first album. Lando asked Max Rebo if his band would be the session musicians for the recording and Cy Snoodles could do backup. Max said, "I don't know. Cy Snoodles doesn't like to do backup. She hates that beeping sound." Alright, let's get these watches open. We'll start with the one that doesn't say Sesame Street on it. And I know what it is. I've had this one a couple days and I was waiting for more watches before I unboxed it, because I didn't want to do a single on this one. This one is not going to be ultra affordable, but it's going to be very affordable. And we have a Dulunwe. I think that says Dulunwe. So anyway, this is unboxing. We have the instructions. And we have a sizing tool. Always nice to get sizing tools. And here's the watch. And we have yet another Land Dweller homage. I've been doing a crap ton of these, but now ever since the Rolex came out, the Chinese homage companies have been going haywire, making Land Dweller homages. And this one's going to be a little bit more, this is going to be an upgrade to a lot of them, but I don't think it's going to be as nice as that Spectin or the Pagani design. But so far it's looking pretty good. Let me get this plastic off. And we do have an automatic here, but if you look at that rotor, you can definitely tell it's a Chinese automatic. But it is ticking just from me unwrapping it, so that's always a good sign. And we have another case where we have the re-hot is blue, but the dial's silver, but it reflects the re-hot, so it makes it look like the dial is blue. So that's kind of a fun effect. And it looks like the bracelet's solid, not hollow. And we do have push pins though, not screw pins. And we do have a butterfly clasp. So let's put it on the wrist and see what it looks like. Here's the watch on size, my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. I can get 3 fingers though. I can force a 4th one, but I have to be able to get 4 fingers comfortably to give it the Joe Haynes seal of approval. So we're not going to do that. Almost though. Let's go on to the next watch. All right, let's get this next one open. And this one says it's coming from Sesame Street. That's just kind of funny. But no, this is an AliExpress watch. Let's see, where's a good seam to cut it? Right here should work. And of course you know what it is because you've seen my thumbnail. And we have a Pagani design. And we have the snapper case. We have the newer style sand color cleaning cloth. I missed the blue ones. I just like the blue ones better. I thought they were a little bit thicker. We have the instructions. We have the unsigned warranty card. And do we have any tools? No tools. And we have a Pagani design homage to an Omega Railmaster. Okay. One of my viewers asked me to do this one. It's one of the few Pagani designs I haven't reviewed yet. So I said, sure, why not? I love Pagani design. And Railmasters are fun. They're the poor man's Aquaterra. So, and Omega, I can't remember. They discontinued it for a little while, and then they made a new version not too long ago, and I can't remember if this looks like the old version or the new version. But the Railmaster is a good watch. I mean, basically, trains are very important for timekeeping, because it was trains that gave us time zones. Because before trains and fast travel, everybody just kept their own time, and where the noontime sun was noon. But then when trains became common, it became more important for timekeeping to be synchronized with other places, and so that's when they came up with time zones. And so of course the conductor always had his watch, because he knew when to call all aboard. And so yes, trains are very important when it comes to timekeeping. And here we are. Got it off the first try. And this is a I have a feeling this isn't an automatic. It's too thin. I think this is a VH31. Yeah, I think this is a VH31. Let me verify that though. Yes, this has a VH31 quartz movement. This is Seiko's quartz movement that ticks 4 times a second. So it gives you a smoother sweep and doesn't set off your quartz secondhand OCD by missing the marks. But it's a nice looking one. Let's go ahead and put it on the wrist and see what it looks like. Here's the watch on size of my 7.5-inch wrist. It looks nice. It wears nice. It's nice and thin, but I can barely get 3 fingers underneath. So this one does not get the Johann Silver approval either. So let's go on to that last watch. All right, let's get this last watch open. And this one too is coming from Sesame Street. So, but this is the one I'm looking forward to the most. When I saw this one, I ordered it right away. And I was really excited about this one. And we have a Tandorio here. Tandorio is a brand that Jody from Just One More Watch will not review because it reminds him of Indian food. So, I don't know about that. So we have the instructions and no sizing tools, because we don't need a sizing tool because it comes on a strap. And here we go. We have an homage to a Tudor Pelagos FXD, which is the one with the fixed lugs. So let's give it a shake. And there we go. It's ticking. So. And there's not much to unwrap. I got some plastic on the case back, but who cares about that? And man, it's nice looking. Well, let's go ahead and spin the bezel. All right. Now, a real Pelagos FXD has a bidirectional rotor because the bezel isn't used for timing dives. It's used for other purposes. But this one has a unidirectional. But it's really nice looking. The Pelagos is my grail watch. One of these days I'll buy one, but not the FXD though. I like the 500 meter one with the traditional lugs. That's my favorite. But this is supposed to be titanium, and it sure feels like titanium. It's nice and light, and it just has that titanium look. So let's go ahead and put it on the wrist and see what it looks like. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. That looks nice. That wears nice. Man, look at that crystal. There's hardly any reflection at all. They got some serious AR coating on that crystal. And if you look at the strap though, see, it's Velcro. And if I let it out much more, it's not going to hit the Velcro. So I don't think I'm going to give this the Johann Silver approval. I think if your wrist is 8.5, you might want to get another strap for this. But man, that looks nice, and it fits perfectly on me. So if your wrist isn't 8.5, this is no problem. Well, thank you for watching my unboxing video, and I'll be back with a review, probably that Photograph 1410 that I'm wearing. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like any of these watches, be sure to use my affiliate link, and I'll get a tiny commission, but those tiny commissions do add up, and that's how I'm able to get some of the nicer watches on this channel. And I'd like to thank my Members Choice members. There's 11 of you last time I looked. And the Members Choice watch is a Watchdog 17600, and it's on the way. And only paid members get to see the unboxing video, but everybody gets to see the review, but members get a week-long head start. Bye.